How do you feel about the progress and contributions of the CF in the Nathan Kaiser era? I think the Kaiser administration has been exactly what it needed to be. During the Parsons administration, it was a time of great nepotism, corruption, ineffectiveness, hostility, fear, paranoia. It was blatantly intolerable. And we did everything in our power, Emergo and IOHK, to try to be friendly and find a way through it, work through it, and just get everybody to the table and agree that on basic things. And it just kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And it eventually came to a head. So when Kaiser came in, it was like, you ever watch the show Star Trek DS9 when the Cardassians left the space station and the Federation takes over with Bajor, and then like the whole place is trashed and nothing works and it's all falling apart. I mean, literally that's what was left. It couldn't clear an audit to save its ass. The Swiss authorities were like, what is going on? This is horrific. There was no accounting system, no internal control system. And the legacy of the Kaiser administration is that they restored credibility, integrity, and operating ability to the foundation. And it wasn't even clear if that could be restored to a point where it'd even be able to be saved. But not only have they managed to save it, it's gotten to a point now that Hassan's come in and Nico's come in and there's been scale up, that the foundation has actually become a productive, good member of our ecosystem, and it's doing real work and it's carrying itself. They encouraged the PwC to come in. They've encouraged McCann to come in. They launched the CIP project and did that. And they're just growing so quickly. And so it's a very, very different organization. And it's a lot more fun to work with them. And we can productively work together. And Kaiser has a huge component of that. He's a smart guy. And he had to work very hard and take a lot of personal risk to get these things done. Those who are on the council at Swiss foundations have personal liability for these things. They're not indemnified as much as they ought to be. So it was a big risk to walk into a situation like that and turn it into something that it is today and have that contribution. The same for Domino Berkey. You know, he's and Meet saying they're all superheroes in their own respect. And they walked into a bad situation and they turned it into a good situation. And I have nothing but enormous respect for people who do that, who are willing to take those burdens for us, our ecosystem, and just do the work you don't get a thank you for. No one ever looks and says, congratulations, you've passed an audit. You get an unqualified audit. Congratulations, you've cleaned up your books. Congratulations, you've installed basic management systems and control systems to prevent what happened in the past from coming back. No, they just say that's the standard. But yet to get to that point from where they were at took superhuman effort and a lot of stressful long nights, a lot of meetings in different languages. And it was just not a joy. It was the broccoli of business. And you don't get the sexy outcome of being able to make product announcements and getting the love and accolades of the community. Instead, you're anchored to this bad brand and you have to turn it into something good. So they don't get enough credit for what they've done. And I'm really looking forward to where they go, because now they're a force for good in the ecosystem. And as the board diversifies, an executive director comes on board, all these things that happen, that will happen eventually, hopefully sooner than later, and I have confidence in that, then they all of a sudden turn into this entity that month by month is making announcements, month by month is building things up, bringing new people in, building business partnerships and alliances. For example, we just recently transferred a lot of the exchange stuff we do to the foundation. They should have always been doing it. They couldn't do it because of what Parsons had done to it. But now they are, and that's joy. It just makes my life easier. Community management is also moving its way over the foundation, and it's almost entirely there now. And that's just a joy. The Cardano effect is funded from the foundation, and that's just a joy. This was not the case a year ago. So overall, very happy. Obviously, things could be done faster, differently. If I was there, I'd have different preferences, but it's not my call, and it shouldn't be my call. There should be diversity and independent thought. There should be federation, and they're now achieving that, and that's a beautiful thing for the ecosystem, and ultimately makes all of us stronger, and I'm very happy about that.